check this out. Look here. Look at this one. This was the first ever account that I ever flipped in a matter of 24 hours to 48 hours. And this right here were the results that I got from there. And through the course of my time, I have flipped accounts, and I have made 4K in a month. I have made 1,000 rand in a month, and I have made 9,000 rand in a month. But this past week, it was my very first time flipping a 500 rand account all the way to 20K. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the exact analysis that I went through when I was preparing for those trades, and all of the steps, the trades being shared with my community as well, and how exactly we got from 500 rand to 20,000 rand. With that being said, make sure that you watch throughout the entire video so that you don't miss any single step that went into achieving that goal. See you on the inside. Okay guys, let's quickly jump into our trading view and allow me to prep the entire analysis that led us to achieving such an amount. Okay, so this is actually a weekly update from the previous week. Make sure that you check out the video, the one that is on the screen in the channel, so that you can be able to go all the way back to when we had the analysis of these anticipated trades, which led us to the first step of achieving this 20K. Okay, so after watching that video, you're going to see that the pairs we had GJ and EJ on our watch list, and we were anticipating a short on both of these pairs. And as you can see here on my screen, I'm on GJ, and then if you go back on the video, the one on the screen, and watch the entire analysis of this setup, you're going to understand exactly how we went about taking this trade right here. And then as soon as the market align gave us all the proper price action confirmation, as you can see here, this was the time when I sent the signal to my community, and then we took that shot on GJ. So the profit from GJ and EJ managed to take our account from 500 rand to 1,000 rand, as you can see on the screen right here from the screenshots. So we entered here as soon as the market gave us all the price action that we were waiting for. As you can see, beautiful rejections that we had at this significant resistance level after the pin bar that we previously talked about. Okay, and then this area right here was our first take profits. Yeah, you know that after the break of this trend line, I was anticipating a push all the way to this point at least, but as you can see, the market ended up reversing. But luckily enough, I had closed everything on my account. I didn't become greedy, so I took the profit that the market gave me, and then I forged ahead. So this is the setup that we had on GJ the previous week, and then this was the execution that we took. Okay, and then moments later, after GJ played out, also EJ gave us the proper price action, so we ended up taking the trade too, and we actually closed before our take profit. Okay, so as you can see here, my anticipation ended up happening exactly as I predicted, based on those confluence that I shared with you on the previous videos. As you can see here, remember that the head and shoulder was our first confluence, as you can see, and then this area here indeed became our right shoulder, and then we had this market tanking all the way to this neckline before pushing back to the upside. Okay, so this was also another trade that was shared with the community as well, and we managed to capitalize on that. So yeah, you can see them on the screen, both GJ and EJ, taking our account from 500 to 3,000 rand in total. Okay, so and then that was it from the technical aspect that we had for the upcoming for the previous week, which was the focus of upcoming. Okay, and then as soon as we were done with that, we had AUD interest rate that was going to be released I think a day or two after this setup played out. Okay, so we had closed our 3K, and then after that we also had AUD interest rate. Okay, and then let me just show you the entire analysis of this pair right here. You know how I trade confluence. I look at different aspects of the market in order for me to get to position myself where the market is most likely to perform at its best. Okay, so as you can see, we had this area being our significant structure, and then we pushed, and then we had this consolidation here that kind of looks like a continuation pattern. Okay, it is a continuation pattern, an impulse, and then a correction, and then we are having this impulse here. Okay, whereby I was anticipating a move of the market from this structure to at least this structure, and then since we have broken this trend line as well, I anticipate that this market is definitely going to get to the 90% of this area right here. Okay, so that was our analysis on it on a daily. Okay, remember we are combining technicals and fundamentals in order for us to get a proper sentimental perspective inside the market. Okay, and then if I remember correctly, okay, this was the reaction of the market to the AUD interest rate, which was anticipated to be on hold, but then the Australian bank ended up surprising with a 0.25% hike. Okay, so let's dive deeper inside this price action here so that I can break down the entire thought process that went into this trade. Okay, as you can see here, I was seeing a continuation pattern here as well. These types of pattern, they have changed the game for me. They have absolutely changed the game. So when it comes to continuation pattern and reversal patterns, I make sure that I pay very close attention to what the market is telling me, and I capitalize on that. Okay, so as you can see here, this market was previously in an intermediate downtrend, which was then broken here, and then the market pushed up, and then we have this area right here. We have this area, as you can see, that has been serving us as a significant structure for the longest time. Okay, and then after the break, the market came back to retest this area, and then we had a push. We had an initial push, which was very bullish, but it didn't break this structure immediately. It consolidated as we were approaching the Asian session, and then when the news were released, instantly we got this huge impulse push to the upside that broke the structure right here, and that is where we took our buy on AUD USD. Okay, let me just jump into smaller time frames so I can show you exactly inside this price action right here. Okay, so you can see that we are on a 2-hour time frame. You can see that this was the area that the market respected previously before it came to retest this significant structure, and then after retesting we had this push to the upside. As much as this candlestick is rejecting this area, but the type of price action that we are having right here, it is basically telling us that okay, we potentially have a huge momentum to the upside. Okay, even looking at the size of the M formation that we would have right here, it is small in terms of size in order for us to anticipate a market that is going to reverse and push to the downside. Okay, so our anticipation was the market to continue pushing, since also this trend line was also broken. So we were definitely anticipating a move all the way to that area where we would have a completion of a 90% move when the market reaches this resistance structure right here. And as you can see, our anticipated trade ended up playing exactly as we anticipated. So what happened before the news release? We had this candlestick close before the news release, so we had this impulse and then correction, and then before the news were released we had this candlestick close. As you can see, this candlestick was closed exactly at 6:30. It closed exactly at 6:30, and then this one opened exactly at 6:30, which is the exact time the news were released, and we were able to capitalize on this push to the upside. We closed around this area right here, as it was the resistance, and we were anticipating reaction. And when it comes to fundamental, you trade using very large amount of lots, so you make a lot of money within a very short period of time. And that is the entire analysis of how we managed to take that initial 500 Rand to 820k in just a matter of 48 hours.